Tom, nice to see you. He says, I will bow down to you, my queen. Eden says, Happy New Year, Miss Mara. Happy New Year to you, too. I am just finishing getting all set up for the evening, including a couple of things for music over here. Let's see, what should I play? This one was a good one last time. And, oh my gosh. All right. Mauricio says, hi, Miss Mara. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you guys, too. I think I need an extra light because it's a bit dim. And luckily I have that really, really handy. So where should I put this? There we go. Woohoo! Oh boy. Okay. All right. Better nice. Might actually scoot this a tad as well. Okay. Woo. David says, hello, Mistress Mara, and Happy New Year, Happy New Year, Happy New Year, Happy New Year to everyone. Bradley says, Happy New Year's, everyone. Hope everyone is doing good. Yeah, likewise. I like that message. What did you all do during the new year? Did you count down? Did you have a nice drink? Did you go to bed early? Eden says they did shrooms. Nice. What was your experience like, if you would like to share? I actually really like shrooms too. Eden says, I met an alien? I met an... Eden says, I met an interdimensional creature that greeted me because I broke into his dimension. Very Rick and Morty. Sounds like a good time, though. Sounds like it was fun. So I hope you guys partied together since it was a new year. Bradley says, I think I went to sleep. I don't remember. Probably. Sofa says, good afternoon, Miss Mara. Red Heart. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you too. Will Sean says, I finally got into kink with a dominatrix and had a good time. Woohoo! I hope you guys played safely at this time. David says, nothing much. We went to bed a little bit early, but some of my idiot neighbors start fireworks at 8:49. Damn. Happy New Year to them too, I guess. Jerome says, Sript Terra. I think I got what you were saying. 2 red roses and a gold star. Will Sean says, first time, have no idea what I was doing, just did what I was told. Good. You should always do that, especially if you are seeing a dominatrix. Just do what you're told. And things will get better. More fun that way. What all were you doing before my live stream happened? Oh, hold on. I thought Jerome was speaking in code. But actually, you're speaking in French. So, yeah. Bonjour. Or actually, no, it's not good day anymore. I don't know what time it is in France. Well, Sean says gaming. Nice. What game? Out of curiosity. David says, how was your New Year day? My New Year day was actually quite relaxing. I spent the day resting because I drank a lot of cognac. So yeah, it was a little bit of a recovery day. Bradley says, I was about to go to sleep, but seen this, so I'm here now. Oh, glad that you were able to join. Liam says, how cruel you are, Miss Mara. Did I do something to deserve this punishment? I mean, you starting your streams whenever I go to sleep feels like that ignoring torture you mentioned. Crying face and heartbreak. Aw. Well, guess what? You made it to say hi and give us a little shout out before going to bed. Or maybe I'll be able to keep you up because it's entertaining always. Depends on how tired you are, Liam. Eden says, reading the behind the scenes and making fun of Street Fighter. Oh, yeah. You're an interesting guy, Eden. Well, Sean says, Pokemon. Oh. Is there the new one? Bradley says, damn, Liam, laughing face. We in this together. Wait, Bradley, remind me where you are. Are you on the East Coast? Or are you in Europe? Well, Sean says, yep, Sword and Shield. Ah, cool. How far into it are you? Or like, did you just start? Or is this something that you've been working on or gonna complete soon? Tom Smith says, you are always on my mind. Aww. Well, then come back in session with me. Well, Sean says, just beat the game when you came on. Oh, nice. Good timing. Liam says, well, here in Belgium and in France, it's around 6:15 a.m. So yeah, you're always amazing and entertaining, but I'm trying to get rid of my bad sleeping habits. Crying face. All right, then you should go to sleep. Get that beauty sleep in. And hopefully I will see you next time. Actually, the reason why I came on so late is because I was actually talking with a friend that I haven't seen in a long time. And it was really nice to talk to him again. Bradley says it's 2:14 a.m. in Florida. Ooh. All right. Bradley in Florida. That's not that late. But I guess if you sleep early, it could be. David says, well, I'm not doing anything right now. I'm just watching Avengers Endgame. Ah. It's a fun one. Is that the last one? I think that is the last one. Liam says, my beauty sleep will bring me from a -3 to a -2. The tongue out emoji face. Please just come to Belgium so I can be ignored in person. Laughing face. Sure, when it opens up again. Holodoc says, hello, mistress. Hello. Kent has tipped. Thank you, Kent. First of the evening, as usual. Nice to see you. Kent says, hello, ma'am, small pecker tax. I love these taxes, and I love that you know your place. David says, it is per the Avengers Endgame movie. Bradley says, nah, it's not. It's good. I love your energy. It's very good. Yay! I'm glad to hear. Yeah, I didn't stream on the 27th. I thought I was going to have time, but I was busy having too much fun with my family. The hours just went by and we were all drinking. And yeah. I got tired and went to bed afterwards. Holodoc says, can your dog lick your feet? I would be happy to show my feet for a minimum of $10, equivalent to $10 tip. Send me a super chat or a super sticker and I can show my feet to you. We can start out the new year with some foot worship online. Because we all know you guys like a little bit of foot worship. Online. Let's see. Eden says, can I send a $10 a thumbs up? Like, wait, can you redefine that? Meaning, for each thumbs up that I get, you're gonna send $10? Because I like this. Everybody like my video right now. Liam says, well, I'm off to the only dominatrix that is really bad to me, but at least she stays with me in my dreams. Have a nice dream and enjoy the days until your next stream. After that, I need to say it again. Sounds good. Take care, Liam, and I'll see you next time. David says, yeah, I've been a drunk with my brother-in-law and I've been naughty. How have you been naughty? Tom says, you have the most very beautiful and gorgeous feet in the world. John is asking me if I got his comment. Yes, I did, but you keep asking me the same things and I've already exhausted my responses over and over again. So you can check out my responses to your questions in other streams by watching them again. David just says very naughty. Well, maybe we will find out soon enough. Once we get you drunk again. Eden says, Eden's tipping. He says, no, for just 1 thumbs up, lol, I'm broke. Thank you, Eden. Such a pleasure, as always, to have you on my stream. You have interesting thoughts. I know why you're broke. It's because you spent it all on shrooms. Barra says, hi, Miss Mara. I'm from Indonesia. Did you come to Indonesia? Smiley face. Actually, I've never been there. I've wanted to visit, and I plan to in the future. But I have other countries on my list that I have already purchased tickets to go to. So those are my priority. And if there are enough interests, though, I will definitely go, because guess what? Bali is on my list. So, Eden says lol. Nate says, hi Domina, I forgot you were on Red Heart. That's because I missed 1 week, and just by missing 1 week, everybody forgets that I live stream. Jeez. Nice to see you, Nate. Actually, you were on my chat yesterday, so you shouldn't have forgotten, because you literally knew that I was going to be on like a day ago. Get in the corner. No chatting for you for 5 minutes. Tom Smith says, naughty is the best thing. I've been really naughty and I like it. I'm sure you do. John is asking where he can get videos of specific things, and for everybody who is new to my channel, you can write me an email with either tribute or an idea of what you would want to see as a custom clip, and then payment is due before I do any filming, and filming usually takes 1 to 2 weeks to complete. Probably less now because I'm still in lockdown, but make it interesting, I suppose, but also doable because I can only do so much while I'm by myself. Bradley says, not me, I'm always here. Good job. You don't have to be in the corner. Bada says, sure, Bali and Yogyakarta have a beautiful and wonderful beach and many more heritage places. Yes, and Bali has been recommended to me several times by different people, so it would be rude of me not to take that recommendation. Also, the photos online look beautiful, so of course. It is a destination place. City. Nate says, no, you mentioned you would be on tonight, but a lot of things were going on, and I think I was thinking a few hours ago, but oh well. No problem. Frosty says, hello, mistress. Hello. Oh, welcome to my stream. Leon Graham says, good evening, Miss Maria. I don't know who Miss Maria is. I am Miss Mara, M-A-R-A. So if you're addressing me, spell that correctly. Bara says, where are you from, Miss Asia? Or, I'm American, I'm from California. Frosty says, thank you, mistress, for the stream. You're welcome. It's, oh man, I'm gonna butcher this. So, I'm gonna look up how to pronounce your name because I don't want to insult you by mispronouncing your name. Hang on. How to pronounce Saoirse. Got it. It's Saoirse. Okay. Says, hi, Miss Mara. I hope you're having a good night. I am. Thank you. I hope you are as well. Bradley says, Miss Maria. Laughing face 2 times. I would rather be called Miss Mariah, if anything. But, I mean, Maria, I guess, is kind of like a derivative that Mara is from. I mean, Mara is derived from Maria in European language. So, it's not so far off, I guess. Eden says his autocorrect probably typed Maria. I know. I get it all the time. But that also means he's not reading before he sends it out. David says, to me, last time when my brother left to Portland, I went to his old room to clean out the closet, and I found one of his prawn movies, and I started watching them. Huh. What was the scenario? The subject matter, I guess? Be vague about it. You can't type that stuff out on my live chat, but try to be creative and explain it to us like we're children. Saoirse says, thanks for looking up my name, laughing face ×3. Everyone butchers it, lol. Yeah, I mean, most people probably say Saoirse or something. I don't know. Saoirse. Is it Celtic or Celtic? I don't even know what. No. Wait, maybe? I feel like it is. David says, I have a mother named Maria. Very nice. I mean, Jesus did too. Bradley says, cool. Eden says, lol, yeah, I'm guilty for not proofreading my stuff as well. It's just easier to press enter, I suppose. Saoirse says, it is Celtic. It means freedom in Gaelic. Ooh, I love that. That's really cool. I think that's the name of an actress. Isn't she the one in Game of Thrones too? That is her name as well. I just never knew how to pronounce it until tonight, so thank you for educating me. Fresty says, do you have the gloves, mistress? See gloves, it's possible? You gotta tip me for that. $10. I have new gloves actually for Christmas that Nate gave me. Bada says, I think you're from Asia, but you're still gorgeous from head to toes. Ha ha ha. Are you talking about my ethnicity? Because I'm born in the United States, but my ethnic background is Chinese, Filipino, and Spanish. So I don't know if that's what you meant, but that would be my ethnicity. Where are you from? Are you from Indonesia? Nate says, oh yeah, thank you for your glove pics and crediting me. Red heart, I hope you know I was joking when I said if there could be more pics. Lol, sorry if I am annoying, but did you check out the book yet? I have not. I'm probably gonna wait until December because the season has passed. Or if I have time, because next week I'm coming out with a video showcasing all of my Christmas gifts, and then the week after that I am going to showcase the Chastity collection finally. So yeah, stay tuned for those things. David, you gotta wait until next year. Till next week. Brett says, Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you too, Brett. Bradley says, Nate, you man bro, cause I couldn't. Or do you mean he's the man because you couldn't gift me leather gloves? He has a crying face emoji. Fresty says, is it possible to look at the new gloves, Miss Mara? Do you like money? Yes, I like money. You need to tribute me for me to put on those gloves like everybody else. They are tipping me by clicking the $sign under the chat. It looks like this. Nate says, at Bradley, why am I the man? Probably because you gifted me leather gloves. Yes, Bradley says, because of what you did. Very nice of you. Saoirse says, I don't know if you're taking questions right now, but if you are, I wanted to ask about how you got into doing sessions and learning play styles. I'm an aspiring dominatrix, and I'd love to know. So, yes, you're welcome to ask questions now. I started at a dungeon house, so I actually was featured and trained by other DOMs who were working there and switches. Sometimes I doubled with them, but they would teach me how to use the implements while I was waiting for clients to come in. And yeah, so that's kind of how I got started. Other people go, and then after I left the dungeon house, I went and took classes that I needed to take on other techniques or stuff that I haven't really learned or that I was curious about specifically, like how to use a bullwhip was one of them. Like the house didn't have whips, so you either had to bring your own and have one, or you had to take a class somewhere and bring your own. So I would recommend, like, when lockdown has when cities reopen, to go and seek out classes, because different people are going to teach different things, and then they're going to also show you how to do things differently. So that's what I would recommend if you don't want to start at a house. Kent says, did you say Chastity review next week? In 2 weeks. Next week is the Christmas presents review. Nate says at Bradley, thank you, it's in my nature, among other things, smiley face. Saoirse says, thank you so much for answering. That's so helpful. You're welcome. I hope you find what you're looking for. Carl says, hello, Mistress Mara, your loyal sub, sending some love from the San Fernando Valley. Oh, nice to see a local. I'm also in the SF Valley. Eden says, if we tip $10 to Miss Mara for a thumbs up, they're of course got a tipper to see wearing gloves. Face. Yes. Thank you, Eden. David says, how long have you been a dominatrix? I've been doing this for like over 7 years. So, yeah, it's been a journey. Saoirse, where are you writing from, out of curiosity? Nate says, any luck with the UK interview XXX mess? Meaning, have I watched it? Because it's only viewable to people who live in the UK. So I tried to ask somebody to like record it for me, but they're smart, and they put a blank screen while the audio is still running in the background. because they don't want it anywhere else, I guess, for now. Nate says, getting the link for us in America. I have the link. It's just, it won't play unless you're in the UK. Because I'm guessing it's premiering there first, so. Saoirse says, I'm from Philly. Red Heart. Oh, yay! I toured there at the end of 2019. David says, I'm from Compton. Ah, also an LA local. Very nice. Like, were you born and raised there? Or are you just living there now? Or are you stuck there because of COVID? David says, I live here for a very long time. Cool. I actually like native Angelinos for the most part. I feel like people who have moved into LA are kind of the epitome of what people think LA should be, but actual natives are pretty cool. So yeah. Any other comments, questions, or anything of the sort today? Otherwise, it's going to be a really short stream. And then I'm going to go to bed early. Tipping me works too, if you want to see something. David is asking, what's next for you? What do you mean, like career-wise, what I'm working on next? I just told you what the next 2 weeks are going to be on my YouTube channel. Nate says, does it not feel like 2021, but 2020 continued? Well, I think it's like that for a lot of people. For me, I'm trying to see it in a new light, which is the reason why I released my 2020 rewind, because I actually did a lot of stuff last year. Despite it being super weird and feeling lethargic, I was very productive, I think. Bradley is asking, how is everyone doing? Aw, so nice of you to ask everyone that. Eden says, will you take sessions this week? A lot of inquiries have been coming through my mail, but nothing solid. And I don't know if it's because people like to fantasize about actually sessioning, but then are kind of scared to because of the current situations of the pandemic in LA right now, or if they're just jerking the idea around because it's the start of the new year. Eden says, ooh, I'm gonna check your rewind. David says, hope 2021 is a better year. Yes, I hope so too. I have a friend who just said that they think that things will start lifting in August of this year, but I don't know if it's, I mean, that's pretty soon. Nate says, on New Year's Eve, I watched the New Year's promo for the Godzilla 1998 film, where the tail destroys the ball. And given how bad 2020 was, I was like, that's probably gonna happen tonight, lol. Well, at least it'll be exciting. I mean, I think a lot of people got kind of like down last year because they couldn't do anything. There was no events happening. At least a giant dinosaur would kind of like be somewhat exciting to watch, even if it is destroying things. Bradley says, can't believe it's 2021. I feel old, crying face. I remember back in 2010, I said we would have flying cars by 2020. Nope, all we got was a damn virus. You're so right, though. It's kind of like WTF. I don't know, I feel like people are just continuing what they're doing, and it's like not a big deal because no one can do anything. So I don't know, it works for me, I guess. I'm still like lounging around in PJs when I'm at home, only going out when I need to get groceries, and then sanitizing everything upon receiving them. So Sissy Boy says, Salud, bella ama y bonito año nuevo, hermosa ama. Feliz nuevo año también. Nate says, did you see A Quiet Place? It takes place in 2021. Oh, crap, lol. No, I didn't. Is that a recent thing? Huh. No, I haven't seen this. But I did see the creators of Black Mirror did a recap of 2020 on Netflix. Go check that out because it's a mockumentary and it's kind of funny. And it's like, that's like the 2020 rewind, but for like Netflix and Black Mirror collaboration. Leather Hitman says, impressive, bug-eyed face. What's impressive? Nate says, came out in 2018, sequel in 2021. Fun. It's a horror movie though, so I don't know. David says, well, the last time I told a friend of mine, say, I wish all the goddamn virus gone already. B, it's not. We spend the entire year for this. Well, then don't say anything and maybe it'll hurry up. This barcode username, geez, how do you say your name? Or is it for a visual design instead? Because to me, it looks like a bunch of I's and L's and I can't tell which is which. So I'm just gonna call you barcode guy, or barcode. I'll just call you barcode because, you know, I don't want to genderize you. Says, hello, glove mistress. Hello. East, you can call me. Okay, that's so much easier. All right. Nate says, I also had a mind screw recently. I remember seeing The Invisible Man with my friends in February. Who knew that would be the last month before this happened? Is that the one with Kevin Bacon in it? Leather Hitman says the Spanish, just giving credit to studies where it's due. Smiley face. Oh, thank you. Eden says, well, I'm getting COVID tested this Wednesday. If I get a negative result, I shall book a session with you. Where can I DM or email you further to ask questions regarding a session? My email is, you know what? Go through my website. So that if you fill out the reservation form, that way I can know your interests and your limits and so forth. Harsh Cathay, I'm just gonna call you Harsh, says, can you tell me why chastity is important? Yes, it's important because women can have total control over male release, or they can keep them locked up forever. And I think that's awesome because men can't think when they don't have control over their own organs. And all that power and control goes to the female, which is amazing. Nate says, nope, that's Hollow Man. This one was with Elizabeth Moss. Oh, then I didn't see that one. I saw Hollow Man. Saoirse says, I was fortunate enough to go to school in person. Yay for art students. Ooh, I went to art school too. What did you study? And are you using that now for your work purposes? David says, do you mean the Hollow Man because Kevin Bacon was on that movie? Yes, I thought that was the Invisible Man because he kind of was invisible. Leather Hitman says, should watch Cuts look back at what 2020 would be like. Mind-boggling, especially around the 4-minute mark. It's insane. Interesting. Okay. Eden says, thank you, Miss Mara. You're welcome. Nate at Harsh. I had a Dom who told me she loves chastity because it helps her subs focus on them. Yep. What I just said. Saoirse says, I study glass blowing and I'd love to fit that into my future career. Oh my God, you totally could. I feel like that's like a super niche like field that no one has really how do you say, not tackled, but like made a significant impact to like SWs specifically. And I feel like you could do that, like, it would be big for you. Taking customs and everything, ooh. Nate says, Hollow Man was directed by the guy who did RoboCop. I liked it, smiley face. I kind of liked it too, except he was kind of a rapist. And a creep. But you know, I guess there's fantasies about that, so just not in my book. Tuddy says, hello. Hello. Saoirse says, what did you study in art school? I studied communication design, graphic design, illustration, and then I had a subtrack in animation. Leather Hitman says, tapped into? Huh? Oh, are you trying to help me with my conversation about glass blowing? Ernest says, oh boy, this one's in Italian. All right. Buongiorno, Mara. Bellissima come sempre. Sorry, I'm speaking Spanish instead of Italian. Aspetto nuovi latex video. Grazie. I will be responding in English or in Spanish because I can only speak Spanish, but I do understand what you are saying because it's very close to Spanish. Thank you for the compliment. And the latex video may be coming soon-ish. I have plans for doing something in latex, but not quite yet. So stay tuned. Make sure you are subscribed and turn on the notification bell so that you know when I post it, because it's going to be a good one. Nate says, oh, did you see the director's cut or theatrical? I think I saw it on a DVD. Leather Hitman said, the director or character? Leather Hitman, refresh your feed because nothing that you're talking about right now is making sense. Oh, you said, right, but what Mara said about the creep and RP. Oh, gotcha. The character. Harsh says, busting is injections and it affects SEX life. Not quite sure what you're trying to say, but when I do it, it doesn't cause permanent damage, so. David says, my brother used to go to art school. Oh, what did he study? Ernest says, thank you. What is, oh, you're welcome is prego, right? Prego. I think that's the only Italian I know. That and buongiorno. That's the only ones that I know. Okay. Teddy says, how would you fold me up into a seat cushion and how long would you sit on me? Oh, I think you've asked me this before. Somebody has asked this to me before. Is it possible to fold up a human in a seat cushion without breaking bones? I don't know. I've never done it. It's a very specific interest. Saoirse says, that's so cool. I love animation and VFX, visual effects. I'm starting to get into graphic design a little because I want to sell kink-related stickers on my website when it's up. Let's collab on that because I have similar aspirations. Or no rush, get your stuff up and running and dabble in the graphic design. But yeah. Leather Hitman says, gotcha. Eden says, Ms. Mara, you also studied animation. I graduated with a BA in studio art with an emphasis in traditional animation. Yeah! Yeah, I did traditional animation as well, hand-drawn. That means 2D. However, I also learned how to model in Maya and ZBrush, so I know how to create my own objects and like, I don't know, really, really basic figures in 3D. However, I really didn't like how tedious that was, so I didn't pursue the 3D animation. And besides, there's so much more magic in watching like hand-drawn, even though it's not perfect, just knowing that the imperfections were done by somebody's hand was amazing. And when it was fluid and perfect, you're like, wow, somebody drew that. David says he studied for comic books. Oh, very cool. So graphic novels, does that include illustration, story writing, the works? Harsh says, can you give me your email ID? I want real sessions. You can book me through my website, dominamara.com. Leather Hitman says, kink stickers. Hehehe, smirky face. Saoirse says, heck yeah, is it all right if I reach out to you by email? Yes, please do. It is Mara at, here. I will remember who you are. Just tell me, just remind me your name if it's not in your email address and I will get back to you on it. Leather Hitman says, what design would you want to make? I don't know. We just came up with the idea to collab right now, so who knows? The possibilities are endless. Ah, Jungle Climber says, I saw you, I don't know if I can publish this, but I'm going to read to you an interpretation of what he says because it's kind of tricky. You can't type those words in, man. But he says, I saw you on the UK TV meet the SCX subs, lol, smiley face. Yes, I was on national television on Channel 5. So did you watch it the night of, or did you watch it on the Catch Up app? Or like the video link on their website? David says he does comic graphic novels and light novels. Very cool. His own, or does he work with other people to do that, to produce it? David says his own. Oh, very nice. Living the dream. Jungle Climber says ketchup app. A smiley face. Mistress Femme Fatale was on it as well. A South Coast mistress. Happy face. I don't know who she is, and I know quite a few people in the UK, so all right. Yvonne says, hello, Miss Mara. Hello. Welcome to the channel. I've been on for 51 minutes and counting. So, is there a way for you to record it though, Jungle Climber? Because I want to see it. I haven't seen it yet. And there's no way for US audiences to view it yet. So, not sure if that's something that you could help me out with. Eden says 2D over 3D any day, but 3D is evolving. I agree with that. There's also visual effects that are super stunning in 3D that 2D could never replicate. I also struggled in Maya, and if you ever need some to collaborate, keep me in mind. I would love to storyboard for you, Miss Mara. I do all the storyboarding myself usually. However, if you have links to your work, I'd be happy to look over it and see if there is something in the future that we can do. My Cocoon behind the scenes video shows my storyboards actually for that film. I did those in a cafe. Took me like 4 to 6 hours. Leather Hitman says 2021 plans. I'd give it maybe 6 months before some sort of normality. Yeah, that's what my friend said. He thinks August is when things will start opening up again. But who knows? Because of the vaccine and everything. But I don't know. Nobody knows. I'm not setting expectations on it. Because I thought that it was going to end in like 3 months last time. And yeah, was very surprised that it just kept going. So David says, oh yeah, I forgot to tell you that my brother is also a nurse for the hospital. Ah, well, I appreciate him being on the front lines. Hope he stays safe and healthy. His work is very important. Thank him for his services. Eden says, I do. I have some vids here that I uploaded to my YouTube. I can send you a few links. Cool. Very nice. But yeah, if you guys haven't seen the what is it even called? It's on Netflix. Let me get that for you. Netflix. Let's see. Death to 2020 is the mockumentary that I was talking about. By Black Mirror people. And you people in the UK should know about them because I believe the creators are from the UK. And if you haven't seen Black Mirror, I highly recommend it because it shows the morality between between technology and how the world is progressing into the near future. David says, I'll give you a thumbs up. Thank you. Anybody watching my stream now, it would be a pleasure to have that thumbs up. Harsh is asking if I can give him a recommendation to buy toys. Yes, if you go to my YouTube channel and you look up Oxy Shop, I have a link with that, as well as the slightly legal toys. So look up that, my video on that, and then video with slightly legal toys. And I have a discount code. I believe my discount code for both of them is Mara. Third Eye says, hi, mistress with heart eyes. Hi, Third Eye. Happy New Year. Good to see you on here. Eden says, I saw that mockumentaries. It was scary because it was all true. Yes, well, mockumentaries are actual facts that were taken and made into kind of like satire-y, like dark humor. But yeah. Kind of funny, but also really not. Harsh says thanks with a lot of hearts and kisses. Third Eye says, Happy New Year with confetti and a red balloon and some sparklers. Or is that fireworks? One of those. One of the, I can never tell if the sparklers are the ones with the 3 dots, and then these, the single burst is like a firework. Emojis are so small sometimes, and it's tough to fit everything in one little square, but they did it. How was your New Year's, Third Eye? Did you do anything for it, or did you sleep early? Have your favorite cocktail, perhaps? Watch my videos. Harsh, just look for the videos because I show you what toys I recommend for each of those shops. And if you subscribe to my channel, in 2 weeks I have a new collection coming out. So stay tuned for that, because it's gonna look really cool. Newsflash, it's also in gold. Some of it. Harsh says, okay, thanks, I have liked all your videos. You should watch them all too. They have good information in them. That's why I make them. And if you liked all of them, then you probably should know that I've posted these toy videos. Oh man, okay, so it's been an hour. I may wrap up a little early, so if you guys have any other last questions, thoughts, concerns. Harsh says, but I followed this week only. Well, that's the first step, is subscribing. I hope I get to see you again in other streams, and I hope you find what you're looking for on those websites. Third Eye says, just some whiskey, nothing special. Ooh, what kind of whiskey? I had whiskey too. Smiley face. I watched some of your ASMR, and I want to watch the interview you did with other DOMs. Oh, their play spaces. Yes, those are good ones. Saoirse says, thank you for being so kind and helpful. Have a nice night. Thanks for stopping by. Reach out to me or come back, and yeah, It's nice to meet you. Have a lovely night as well. Third Eye says, good to see you live. I see you're showing off your shoulders. Smiley face. Actually, I do this because it's really warm sometimes, but it's too cold to take off my entire sweatshirt, so I just do kind of like a half thing. So... Third Eye says, some Jack and Jack Honey. Oh, I liked Jack Honey. I had it in like a Texas tea one time, and that got me real drunk real fast because it tasted like juice, like normal iced tea. Bradley says, what do you mean by Slightly Legal Toys? Oh, that's the name of the company. Which is appropriate. And they're awesome. Let's see. Yeah. Their website is slightlylegaltoys.com. And if you use my link and my code, like I mentioned, you get a discount. Eden has tipped me. Thank you for taking the time to answer our questions. And I can wait to have a session with you soon and talk shop about animation. Likewise, Eden. Are you going to bed? Is that why you're tipping now? Erwin says, hi, miss. I am your fan and only fans. Oh, thanks for your subscription. And welcome to my stream. Third Eye says, lol, hope to catch you sooner. Wish I had tomorrow off. East Coast disadvantage. Yeah, I was going to pop on earlier, but I was talking to a friend through Skype, so yeah. I hadn't talked to them for a few years, so it was nice to catch up. David says, okay, now I feel like I'm about to cuff myself. For what? Just because you want to be? Or because of the name Slightly Legal Toys? Or are you looking at their website? Eden says, nah, I thought you were closing up shop, Miss Mara. I mean, I was going to if there was no more conversation, so I'm kind of like feeling it out. Because I am kind of sleepy, but I also enjoy talking to you guys, so. Actually, I do have a question for you all. Are there topics that you want me to kind of discuss in like a video or something that I haven't really gone over or gone over in much detail on live stream? Because I have a list of things that I'm going to be doing this year and filming. However, it's also good to kind of like feel it out what you guys are kind of thinking. Eden says, okay, favorite animation movie / series. Oh man, why are you doing this to me? There's a lot of good ones out there. Ugh, okay. Spirited Away is a really good like film and beautifully rendered because it's hand-drawn, it's Studio Ghibli, and the attention to detail is just beautiful. Series, oh man, I had one. The most recent ones are Attack on Titan and I actually really liked Batman Beyond just because it was so it's a fresh take on the Batman universe. I also really kind of liked Gargoyles because that was super crazy and unique. Bradley says slightly legal toys, crying face, and laughing face. I mean, it's true. Third Eye says, I've never heard of ASMR until I saw yours. Wait, which is the first one that you ever saw of mine, Third Eye? And also, was it because you were already following me? Or what were you searching for? Bradley says the name Lamal. Yeah, I agree with you. Jungle Climber says, I love ASMR, Mistress, RP, smiley face. Harsh says, I have to order app control Chastity. It's safe from that website. Yes. From, well, wait, which website? Are you talking about the, oh, he says Oxy. I haven't tried any of the Chastity apps from that website. However, I've tried the app Oh My Bod Control one from Slightly Legal Toys. So I would go check out my video and you can see how it works too. Bradley says, not sure you pretty much answered all my questions. Okay, I'm just throwing it out there just for future. Nate says, Gargoyles, yes! And it's Disney and produced by some of the Batman animated team. So I think Disney bought them. It was independent for a little bit, and then Disney was like, that's a good series and it's gonna blow up, so we're gonna buy it. And they were right. And they profited. David says, I remember Batman Beyond and Gargoyles. I grew up watching those cartoons. Nice. Jungle Climber says, we need real mistresses doing ASMR on YouTube, goddammit. I am a real mistress doing ASMR on YouTube. Oh, are you talking about the people who pretend like they're mistresses and are doing YouTube ASMR? Because there's a lot of those that popped up. Like after I did my dominatrix ASMR and my leather gloves one, like those two things blew up right after I did them. Which is crazy because some of the like ASMR people are just doing it for the views. And like here I am being a real person, real mistress, and like they're getting way like 10 times more views than I am. Like literally. And it's a little frustrating because I'm like, they don't even have, when I looked at some of the toys that they own, I'm like, you got this on some cheap store online. And I don't even know if you know what a real session's like because they probably have never done it before. At least professionally, so. Jungle Climber says, I know, Ms. Mara. Yep, lol, smiley face. Thank you for being able to distinguish the two, though. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. Third Eye says, when I subscribed, I watched the ASMR one when you were in the restaurant with your sub. Just basically was curious, then got hooked. Aww, with the heart emojis. Yay! Heart smiling face. Nate says, what do you mean? Gargoyles aired on Disney since the beginning. Are you confusing it with the third season on ABC? Oh, maybe that was it. Yeah, maybe. Because I thought that I saw that it was just like airing. I thought it was, no, I thought it aired on WB first. Hang on. Now I'm curious. I guess it was. Yeah, okay, so it was through Buena Vista Television. All right. Yeah. Da-dum. Bradley says, I swear Disney owns everything. Yeah, they own ESPN, in cahoots with Hulu. What else? I don't know. It's kind of depressing when you can see how far their reach is. Not depressing, it's impressive, but it's also like, gotta be careful, because they literally own everything. Nate says, do you remember the Spawn animated series from HBO? I did not watch Spawn, actually. I might have seen like one episode, but that was it. Bradley says, also, what is fake from real? Oh. If you've watched my YouTube videos, you would know the difference between like what I talk about versus what somebody thinks of themselves as a fantasy dom. So it's all about education, honestly, and experience. Or people can like know a lot about being a dom but have never done it, so they're just like talking the talk and not actually walking the walk. Moody says, hello, mistress, have you watched Cobra Kai? I have not. Spoiler alert, I've never watched The Karate Kid. Because I actually wasn't in America when that movie blew up. So I've never seen it. I think it's on Netflix or something. I can find it online, but I've never seen Karate Kid before. Third Eye says, I had to catch up myself from going in a trance, picturing you in heels and nylons. Oh my god. I just did a video for Pearl and Poseidon. You should check that out because I literally review them in nylons and heels. Also, I did a Wolford and Swarovski DIY, which is also stockings and heels. Not nylons, but they're actual stockings with Swarovski crystals on them. Eden said, those are good. I would recommend Last Man, French-based series. The lore in that comic and animation is awesome. The animation is superb. Also accompanied with great music. Big recommend. Last Man. Okay. Oh, I also really liked Samurai Champloo. That's one of my favorite ones because the animation is amazing. Still stands till today. And the story's really good. And the characters are so lovable. Like, they don't get along, but they get along. And, like, the web that's woven for all of it is just so good. David says, I know Spawn. I saw the movie, but I've never seen the cartoon. Yeah, the cartoon was kind of gnarly. It had like a bunch, it was very visceral. Well, I guess the movie would be too. But Jerome, or Jeremy, says, I love how you're so experienced. How do you feel normally whenever you trample a sub? Have you stepped on their face before and you normally humiliate them? So it depends on their preferences. I don't always humiliate them. Most people who come to see me for my feet actually don't necessarily like being dominated, so that's not usually an option. And then also when I step on their face, I don't usually do that with all of my weight. I usually do that while sitting or do it with 1 foot at a time standing. Depends how I'm feeling, and it depends on their preference too, because some people don't like their face being stepped on. Not a lot of people, but some. Nate says at Bradley, scammers also, and clearly fake profiles using names or pics of someone who they clearly are not. I think we're talking more about YouTube, but yes, that also. Tom says it was Disney that owns that show Gargoyles. Yes, I know. I know. We have established that. Jerome or Jeremy says, also, I think it'll be really sexy if we could see you trample someone in a sexy low-cut boat kind of socks. Smiley face. You should check out my clip store. My clip store is iwantmara.com. You can see me do a lot of things there. I slap someone in the face with my feet. Bradley says at Nate, so catfishing. Eden says you can find Last Man on VRV. I don't know what VRV is. What's VRV? Nate says at Bradley, yes, Dominamara would give more examples. But yes, that's one primary example. Bradley says at Nate, damn, I appreciate. Thanks. Do your research. Nate says Spawn was such a dark show, but not just dark, pitch black. Lol, check it out. Just 3 seasons, 6 episodes each. Huh. Okay. Saoirse says, on my Dom social media, I usually post fantasies and things that I enjoy that I would like to see since I don't have much real life experience. Okay, but there's a difference between you actually entering the industry because you want to pursue it versus someone who's just using the industry as a means for clickbait. Because there's a lot of people who are using it now because they know that people have fetishes for them and it's not okay because they have no idea. They're just saying the keywords and using it to get attention, making up fantasies. I mean, I guess it's okay because there's no real harm until someone tries to spend money. But I mean, at that point, it's on them to really see. They're going to learn their lesson either way. Because if they go to a session with them and find out that's not how people actually play, or they're going to get turned off by it because they get hurt, or they just don't end up hearing from that person again because they just take the money and run. There's a lot of things that can happen, but unfortunately that also reflects poorly on the people who are actually in the industry, because later on some of those people will think we're all like that, and it just takes that one or few people to ruin it for the rest of us. So you guys have to be very careful out there and just, like Nate, report the crap out of them. But that's like for people who are, you know, trying to be financial, you know, DOMs or whatnot. Jerome says, is there a way I can arrange a session? Would it be weird if I were to request for smelly socks in a worship session? No, it's not weird. That's very common. And you can arrange a session by going to my website, dominamara.com, and applying on my RSVP form. And we can go from there. I do remote sessions as well through phone, cam, text. Eden says, streaming service can be viewed on browser and app. Oh. Is it free? Saoirse says, yeah, that's why I want to get real life experience in teaching before I do any real life sessions, etc. Good. Thank you for doing that. You're being responsible and I love it. I think it's really important. Like, some people get so excited by the idea, they just want to jump in. But you know nothing until you get into the room with somebody or somebody actually coaches you through stuff. So Nate says, and some people they end up doing it for a couple years and then figure out it's not for them and then leave. Some people do it and stay with it for the rest of their lives. It's like, it's all over the place. But even some people who do stay with it for the rest of their lives are still like crap DOMs because they've learned a certain way and they've never like mastered certain things and they think it's okay. And then people get hurt or people don't know. I don't know. It's weird. Just be safe out there, everyone. Let's see. Jungle Climber says, do you do beatdown sessions, Miss Mara? Not usually. I've had wrestling requests before, non-competitive. But yeah, I'm not opposed to it. I get a lot of people who like more of the psyche and like sensual impact play. Obviously, there's going to be some sadism in there, but usually they come to me for my style of domination, if you will. Usually that doesn't include beatdown, but if you're talking about balls, then yes, it does. David says, you know the handcuff I buy from Five Below and it was $5? I don't understand your sentence. Jerome says, noted goddess. Normally, how would a smelly socks worship go? I'm curious. Are you talking about remotely or in person? In person, it's easy. If you're talking about remotely, then I have to send you the socks. And I usually send it, you know, as quickly as possible, but it also depends on where you are and when you're getting it. Bradley says, wow, I learned so much from you, Miss Maria and Nate. And then he corrects himself and says, Mara. Thank you for correcting it. Third Eye says, when you slapped your sub with your feet, did you use force with your legs in the air or just ankles? I used my whole leg. I had to think about that one, actually. But you would see that if you purchased the clip from my store. Bradley says autocorrect. Laughing face. Eden says, there's a free one and a premium one similar to Crunchyroll. Oh. I didn't know Crunchyroll had an app. I just watch everything on my desktop setup. David says the store Five Below. Oh, I've never heard of that store. Jungle Climber says, have you done face sitting? Of course I have. I love it. I love breath play like that. Jerome says, how would a session in real life go for that? You'll have to session with me to find out. Third Eye says, we'll do that. I have to see that. Yeah, I think it's with sub N as in November, and get the full version because I have different clips of like the first half and the second half, but get the full one so that you can experience the whole thing. Tom says, I have a lot of fetishes. I think a lot of people do too. And guess what? Anything can be a fetish. Anything and everything. All right, heading into an hour and a half. Any other conversational topics that anyone wants to bring up? Any favorite foods lately? Because apparently mine is a Filipino one. I just found out that there's like a really good purple root vegetable thing that can be kneaded into a dough and baked with some cheese, and it's like a sweet and cheesy puff bun pastry thing, which is pretty good. Jungle Climber says, if I just wanted to do feet worship and overall body worship in my session instead of being whipped or ball busted, etc. Yes, that is possible. You do not have to include pain in your session with me. Or I don't have to include pain in session with you. Bradley says, I'm a go because you look tired. Y'all have a good night or morning. Sounds good. Nice to see you again, Bradley. Have a good night. Eden says, yes. Biryani chicken and chicken tikka masala. Oh my god, tikka masala is so good. But unfortunately, Indian food gets really filling really fast, and I like to eat a lot of it, so I have to like eat it with other people so that we can share everything. Otherwise, I can only eat like 2 things and then I'm full. And it's really tough to make me full. Tom says, I like breath play, face sitting, and being walked all over by a miss just like you. Harsh says, come to my hotel. Yeah, dream on. Harsh says, I will serve you Indian food. You can pay for the hotel that I'm staying at and come to mine. Third Eye says, I command you, goddess, to stay on. JK. No. Tom says he likes ball busting too. Alrighty, everybody, last call for any questions, and then I'm out of here. David says, oh yeah, when I was in Portland to visit my brother, I sneaked out to a store called Spartacus, and it's a prawn dominatrix store. Is it still open? David says, yes. Interesting. Next time I'm in Portland, then I shall check that out. Alrighty, everyone, if that is all, thank you so much for watching. I will be back next week. I am releasing a video on my Christmas gifts, and then the following week I'm going to release my Chastity collection. So stay tuned for that. And until next time, be safe, have fun, and keep it kinky, everyone. Thanks so much for watching. Last thing, Eden says, I've had a session with other mistresses and like to end the night with dinner. Would that be something you would allow, Miss Mara? Of course it would. I have a classic package for 2 hours of dinner and 2 hours of play. You can you know, choose the order of the things. And I prefer eating afterwards as well, just because on a full stomach, impact play can be a little challenging for some people. Harsh says, thank you, with lots of hearts and kisses. Third Eye says, it's always good to see you. Made my night. Hopefully I'll dream well. I hope you dream well and dream of me. David says, I'll see you next time. Good night, mistress. Good night.